Hello friends, my name is Pramod Singh Negi. Hope you have liked my previous video on Excel references. So now in continuation to my learning series on Excel, today I will cover VLOOKUP. And I will give many examples through which you can easily learn it. So today we will cover what is VLOOKUP, how to use it, where we can use it, and how to troubleshoot VLOOKUP issues. So firstly, what is VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP is an Excel function through which we can search any value in the corresponding table and take out respective column values against it. So I will show you one example. So I have table which contains serial number and month. So month are Jan, Feb, and so on. Okay, so if I want the respective month name against serial number 5, so I will put a VLOOKUP function, VLOOKUP 5, and I will get the corresponding value. So if I change the serial number, I will get the respective month value. So now you want to know how to use it. For your easy reference, VLOOKUP, if you take it in this way, that VLOOKUP is based on 4 W's. What is those? These are what, where, which, whether. Okay, so you can ask yourself a question: VLOOKUP, what you want to find, this value, where you want to find, in this table, select the complete table, which column you want, so it is the second column, and whether you want the approximate match or exact match. So take always 0, we want exact match. Okay, so VLOOKUP function contains 4 arguments. First, value you want to search or look up. So in this case we want to search 11. Where, range where you want to look up, search the value, which column, the resulting column number, and whether exact match or approximate match. So VLOOKUP is based on these 4 arguments. So here one question can arise on 4th argument. 4th argument gives us choice whether we want exact match or approximate match. Here 0 denotes false, which is exact match, and 1 denotes true, which means approximate match. So here we will again see it. VLOOKUP 13 comma, and I'm taking the second column, and I told you that instead of 0 I will take 1, which is approximate match. So we'll see what will happen. So here it is 13 and 13 is not there in the table. So what it will do, the formula will take the nearest value, the approximate match. So approximate match is 12. So it will take the value of 12 here. And if I'll write 12, it will take the correct figure. If I'll write 11, it will take correct figure. If I'll write 10.5, it will take approximate match, right? Because here I had put 1 as the fourth argument. Okay, so we have covered the arguments. Now I'll show you one more example. We will understand, we will look up through one more example. Suppose I am the owner of a grocery shop and I have various items in it. So one supplier comes to me and asks whether I have the requirement of some item. For example, this supplier supplies biscuit. So I will check in my stock. Means there are various items in this table. Although I have shown very less, but in my shop there are various items. So what I'll do, I'll check in my store for which item stock is less. So this is a biscuit supplier, so I will concentrate only on the biscuit. So I'm taking data source as all items, and now I'll put a VLOOKUP formula over here. He's a biscuit supplier, and I'll check it in this table. So for biscuit 1 I have enough quantity. Biscuit 2, oh, it is less, and biscuit 4 it is 2 less. So I will give the order for biscuit 2 and biscuit 4, right? So here I want to confirm some restrictions of VLOOKUP as well. The value which we want to search in the table should be the first column. Okay, what does this means? Means if I'm trying to find the biscuit, this item name, I'm putting my VLOOKUP based on the item name. So item name should be my first column, right? If I put the VLOOKUP instead of item name, item code, so it will not take the, it will not give me the desired output. Okay, this is first restriction. Second restriction is that the corresponding values can be fetched from the right side only, not from the left side. So against the item name I cannot fetch item code, but against item code I can fetch item name. Okay, so this is the restriction. So I have covered the VLOOKUP. Now while putting VLOOKUP we may face some issues. Okay, what are these? So I'll show it to you. So like I have serial number 97812 So against these serial numbers I want the item code. So I'll do, I'll put a VLOOKUP. I hope now you are very confident in this formula. So I put the VLOOKUP and I'm taking out the second column, and now I'll drag it down. Oh, what is happening? It is coming till 8 but not for 1 2 3. Why? Although my serial number is there at both the places. So why this is happening? To check this out, I will edit my formula so it is correct. Then I'll go to the second one, and you can see it is getting the formula is coming down. Why is it so? If you have seen my previous video, then you will come to know that this reference is called relative reference. Okay, so relatively, when we are going to the other row, formula, the corresponding formula is getting changed by its own. So here it is not taking the second row. So how to fix this? If you have seen my previous video, you will easily solve this problem, and the people who have not seen it, they can see my previous video. Okay, so I have fixed the columns, and now I will drag it down so it will give me the desired output. Now I have these items, and against these item codes I want to fetch the item name, quantity, price, stock, everything. So I'll put the VLOOKUP formula. Okay. Okay. Now I want to get the quantity. So it is the third column. I'll put 3 here. For exact match, I will put 0. Now I have to take out the price from this table. So price is the fourth column. I'll put 4. Again, total stock value. This is the fifth column, and then exact match. Okay, so for this thing you have seen that I have to put the formula 4 times. Okay, so is there any way through which in a single VLOOKUP I can take out the values for all the 4 columns? Yes, there is. Okay, so I'll put the formula like this way. In one go I will select all the columns. Okay, I'll fix it. Then the first value is second column. So here I have omitted this fourth argument, and by default it will take the exact match. Okay, now I'll copy this formula. Okay, and I'll put it here. I will change the column 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we will get the desired output. So time and again you do not have to put the formula. Now one more issue you might have to face, like here I have the serial number, and here as well I have the serial numbers, and I want to put the formula, but I'm not getting the desired output although my formula is correct. This is because the format of the values are different. So how to overcome this situation? So if you see, sometimes this happens, so at the time we have to do the formatting of the column. So in this case there might be the format of these columns might be different. So what I'll do, I will do it through text to column, and same I will do for this as well. And now you can see the values are coming by its own. Okay, now if I'll drag it down, it will come for all the serial numbers. So this is all. I hope you have enjoyed and learned this formula. And now this is question time. So I have some students in my team, and I have taken name as A1, B1, C1, D1. Like this way I have taken the names, and there are some subjects in which their marks are there. So you have to give me the output like this way. So for A1, the Hindi marks 30. Oh, Hindi I have written twice, so I'll remove it once. So Hindi 30, English 83, Maths 87, Economics 76. So I want the output like this way. So please try to solve it out, and don't forget to like this video, comment and subscribe this channel. And if you want to put any comment, you can comment it in the comment section, and share the video with others as well. Till then, goodbye.